My name is Broderick Johnson. I'm co-founder, co-CEO of Alcon Entertainment, also producer of Blade Runner.
So talk a little about how this whole idea of bringing Blade Runner 2049 to life at Comic-Con came about.
One of the things we thought was important was really reintroducing the Blade Runner mythology to the younger audience and the Comic-Con fans. And the brand of Blade Runner for us is quality. And so we really wanted to go the extra mile to create something as unprecedented as possible at Comic-Con for the fans.
Can you talk a little bit about this experience and how it directly connects to the new movie?
Well, this experience actually is multifaceted. It starts with a VR experience where you are a new Blade Runner in a spinner and you're riding around our Blade Runner 2049 Los Angeles. And then you actually get to walk out into one of our main sets in the movie, and there's sort of a performance thing that happens after that. It's pretty cool.
So when it comes to Blade Runner, can you talk a little about the role that brands have played? For instance, Atari was in the original, and now they're back in this sequel.
Yes, what's interesting is, when we decided to do the sequel, the thing that's fascinating is you're taking the original movie and that timeline and mythology and extending it 30 years. So from a branding standpoint, we didn't want any brands in this movie that weren't around in the original Blade Runner time frame. And so naturally we wanted to sort of extend the presence of the brands that were in the original movie, like Atari, like Diageo's, Johnny Walker and whatnot. And so it's really fun to play around with those brands that were in the original movie. And as far as new brands, there are only brands that have been around for decades. No new fancy brands, because we're really living in the Blade Runner mythology.
What was it like to bring this story forward after so many years?
Oh, it's been an incredible experience. I mean, Ridley, Scott, and Hampton Fancher had numerous ideas for how to continue the story. They were very enthusiastic to do so. And, Harrison Ford got on board right away, and we feel like Denis Villeneuve is one of the best directors working today. So for us, it's been a pleasure just to live in this world and to, bring it to life.
And speaking of bringing it to life, what's it like for you to walk around this location here?
Well, for me, it's a lot of fun. It's interesting on set, and the actors talk about it a lot. We built a lot of practical sets for the movie because we felt it was important for them to be immersed in the world, and we didn't want to make it an overly CGI sort of experience. And so, I've walked on some pretty major sets for the film, and bringing this set here to Comic-Con is really satisfying.
One other Atari question. What's a favorite Atari memory you can share with us at any point in your life?
It's funny. My most graphic memory of Atari is me as a little kid with the controller that they had, which is pretty unique for me. But I can still see it in my mind, even at this age.
Did you have a favorite game back then?
I'm trying to think, what was my favorite Atari game? I'm not sure what my favorite was, but I did have an Atari, and I did have fun playing it. Maybe it was Pong.
And just to make you feel old, it's now 40 years old this year, the Atari 2600.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, 40 years. Yeah, no, that's about right.